Well, hello, friends, and welcome to something very short and brief and important. Actually, something that I have never heard before in all my many years of teaching and studying and learning and all sources I can find. But I was speaking with my friend that's teaching the Hebrew Aramaic from a biblical perspective this morning about it is finished. Do you realize, as I have realized, that when people are talking about it is finished, they always refer to it from the Greek, not the Hebrew. Jesus did not speak Greek. He spoke Aramaic, Hebrew. That was the language of the day. So when we hear the words spoken that Jesus said this, it is finished in Greek, that's not what he said. He was not a Greek speaking individual. It's Yeshua, as we say to Jesus. But I want to talk about not lacking anything, not lacking anything. It is finished in Hebrew is na shalom. Let me say that again, where you can get that na shalom. It comes out of the Hebrew word shalom. It comes out of the Hebrew word shalom. Now, we all have heard shalom, which is peace, whole, complete, healed, wellness. It's also not lacking anything. I like that. Not lacking anything. We have been given everything that we need. We have been blessed, Ephesians 1:3, in the heavens with all spiritual blessings. I said all because that's what it means. And how about we have been given everything for life and godliness? That's what Paul said in Ephesians. So if we have everything for life and godliness, that's spiritual life and physical life. That's all things. But what we have not distinguished is between what is subjective and what is objective. Objectively, it's finished. Subjectively, we have not tapped into what is already ours. I want to talk about 2 Timothy 1, 9 through 11, not the Passion Translation. It says here, he gave us resurrection life and drew us to himself by his holy calling on our lives. He called us. We didn't call him. And it wasn't because of any good that we'd done. Well, we know that. It's not because of any good, so to speak, that we have done, but by his divine pleasure and marvelous grace that confirmed our union with the anointed Jesus, Yeshua, even before time began. It was finished before time began, folks. It was. Actually, it was finished because we were birthed by Father. When the sperm and the egg met, it's documented light can be observed. Light. We're the light of the world. At that moment in time, in conception, you had, and I had nothing to do with that conception. And we had nothing to do with God's intervention into that conception by what he has set in motion before time began. We became a spirit being at that moment in time. And after being in the mother's womb for some 9 months, we came out with flesh on. So let's look at it honestly. We're a spirit being with flesh on. Let me say that again. It's important that you get that. We are spirit beings with flesh on that live in this three-dimensional world that we call now Earth. We're all the havoc that we see in the world. These are spirit beings with flesh on that's going to awry because they were never taught. They have no idea the power that they possess and the havoc that's causing all this uproar and upset in the world. because these are still spirit beings. They've always were and shall always be, but they use it for selfish gain. All of our systems are broken because of selfish gain. That's just the truth. We all know that. So I want you to know about this today, because this can change your life forever. I just recently found out about how this was in the Hebrew, the Aramaic, na shalom, na shalom. It is finished in the Hebrew, in the Aramaic. And that's a great difference in what you always hear preached, what you always heard taught by teachers around the world. They teach it from Greek. Jesus, Yeshua, never spoke Greek. He spoke Aramaic, the language at the times that he lived in. So this is just a quick update saying, I hope you get this because it changed my life forever and it can change your life as well.